welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is going to be a reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising positions for the period of August the 9th through to August the 15th. I can't believe it's almost August 15th. Seems like August just started. Okay, so let's get started here for Taurus. See what messages we have for the upcoming week. And if this reading resonates for you, leave me a comment below and let me know. And don't forget to hit that like button. Okay, let's have a look here and see what's going on for our Taurus friends. I just saw the King of Pentacles as I was shuffling, which represents you, Taurus. Let's have a look and see what's going on for Taurus. Okay. Okay, Taurus, we got Temperance in reverse on the bottom of the deck here. Now, let's have a look. What I'm picking up on for you right now, Taurus, is that you're starting to have some doubts and some hesitation in where and what direction to go next. I feel like you are trying to finish up a cycle. You're trying to finish up a cycle that has left you feeling, you know, a little bit like your inspiration is slowly fading, okay? So something is wrapping up for you here, and it's causing you to wonder where you're off to next. Your heart is open. Emotionally, you are open for, discovering something new. And your confidence is there. You certainly feel confident that you'll be able to do something new. The question on your mind right now is, what is it? What should I be doing? You are sort of tapping into this energy where there is something on your mind that you intuitively may be aware of, that you want to get started, but you're not sure. You know, consciously, you're not sure. You know that it will involve you being a leader and that you require some time to sort of figure this out. But right now, you're feeling challenged to sort of figure it out. I don't think the picture is clear yet. It's not that you can't figure it out. It's that it's not the right time. It's almost like you can feel it intuitively that you're going to be wrapping something up. And what's really on your mind is you're wondering, if you wrap up this cycle, will you be able to, have what you desire, right? So we see that the Nine of Wands is creating a bit of an obstacle here for this Nine of Cups to express itself. 2 nines. So you're definitely wrapping something up. You're wrapping something up that was very inspired, and now you're looking for some emotional fulfillment, but you're not sure how to get there, Taurus. You're not sure what the path to that emotional fulfillment looks like and how to get there. Okay, but you're open. Emotionally, you're open, right? Your emotions are ready to experience some new dimension here. You are ready to transform. You are ready for something new. Right? You're ready for a cycle to renew itself, and you're not closed. You're not feeling limited, but you are certainly not sure which way you're going to go. You're not sure. And that energy is sitting with you. You're not sure which of these cups is the one to go for. Which one will send you down the path of emotional fulfillment? That's what's on your mind. You have a lot of confidence, though. You know, Taurus, you have confidence in yourself. You know that once you do figure it out, you'll be able to do it. You're not afraid of hard work. You're not afraid to face obstacles. You just need to know the direction. Right now, direction is key. And I can see what's top of mind for you is that, what will the rest of the world think of this? Will people acknowledge me, recognize me, promote me, see value in a switch up here? Once I wrap up this cycle, will I still be recognized publicly for my craft, for my skill set? Will people still want to follow me? You know, it's almost like you're wondering if once you make this switch, when it does happen, what will be the result in the public world? You might currently already be doing something that is highly recognized in the public domain, and you're wondering what's going to happen there. Is that going to continue, or am I going to slowly sort of disappear from the public lens? And that's sort of got you worried a little bit. You're sort of wondering what that will be like. Like if you don't have this public recognition anymore, you're wondering, you know, it's not like you've made a decision, but you're curious what that will feel like. You're curious what it will be like. Will it lead to a feeling of dissatisfaction, or will you be content if you're not publicly recognized? Right? So that makes me wonder if right now you're involved in something that is highly recognized in the public lens, and that what you're feeling you might go towards would be more private and doesn't involve requiring the public to be on board with you as much. It might be something that you're doing that is going to, you know, it makes me think that you're going to shed some of that public need for acknowledgement, but you're worried about it. It's on your mind. It's definitely on your mind. Those around you can definitely see that you're wrapping up a cycle, and that you're sort of tired, but you're not yet. Like it's almost like they see that uncertainty of is this cycle really going to end now or not? And if it does end, what will I do next? That's sort of where people see you. They see you as being on the fence about whether or not to close this chapter out. And I think to some extent, Taurus, you're on the fence too. The sort of the conclusion of this concept or reading that we have here is that you are feeling hesitation to do something that would involve completely unfamiliar ground, right? Emotionally, you are interested in options, and you're open, as we see with this Ace of Cups. You are open, your cup's open, and you're ready to receive and offer. But at the same time, if it's really unfamiliar to you, that's where the hesitation is. It's almost like you're hesitating because you've got your mind on this emotional fulfillment, and you're wondering how will I be emotionally fulfilled if the path is so unfamiliar. Take notice here that we have the 7, 8, and 9 of Cups here in your reading, all in reverse. So that really says to me, Taurus, that emotionally, although you're open, you're a little afraid of what the unfamiliar could bring. I really think you're closing out a chapter here, Taurus, and you're wanting to start something new, but you're not sure exactly what that is. You know, it's funny. It's like you're not trusting the timing or being patient with yourself either. You're very confident and you feel open and ready for a transformation, but you don't know the direction yet. You don't know the direction yet. And currently all your inner dialogue is worrying about what will the outcome be of something unfamiliar, and what will the perception be of me in the public lens. So you're sort of worried about unfamiliar emotions, unfamiliar territory emotionally, and that could lead maybe to you not getting to that place where you feel emotionally content and secure, but also wondering what the rest of the world, maybe your friends, maybe your family, you're wondering what they're going to think of you for sure. And it might be time to sort of release that worry. You know, it might be time to release that worry. There's the King of Pentacles, which represents you, Taurus, right after the Temperance card on the bottom of the deck. And, you know, the King of Pentacles doesn't shy away from challenges in the physical world, and neither do you. The King of Pentacles is able to create movement with his Midas touch. He has a lot of self-confidence, as do you. And, you know, it's like, don't forget that about yourself, Taurus. Don't forget that you can create that inner movement. It's almost like you just need to tap into your intuition a little bit more here. There's the High Priestess in reverse, suggesting that maybe you need some more reflection with your intuition in order to develop and manifest this path of the Knight of Wands. Okay, it's going to be something really meaningful, something that speaks to you, but it's unclear. You haven't connected the dots yet, and that could be because it's not time, or because there are some inner wounds that need healing. You might have sort of addressed some perceived losses without really healing from them emotionally. Look at, there's the Five of Cups in reverse, more cups. This is a very emotional time for you, Taurus. You're feeling emotional about this transition. What you're doing currently might be something that you've attached a lot of emotional attachment to. So the idea of stepping away from it has got you feeling the emotions of it, right? You're not quite ready to step away from this emotionally, but you are, with respect to your inspiration is telling you that we finished this chapter. Your inspiration is definitely saying, hey, this chapter's done. It's time to start something new. And your ideals are very high about wanting to have this inner celebration. Very, very high. You don't want to sit in a space where you don't feel inner joy or that emotional contentment of the Nine of Cups. You know, you want to get your wish, but you're just not sure what that wish is yet. But it's almost like if someone asked you to describe it telepathically, you might be able to. You know the energy of what you want. You know the energy of what you're trying to attract. You know the energy of where you want to be, but you just don't know how to explain it or what the words are yet, because you still need some more reflection. You need some more reflection on what your imagination is telling you. And there's the Ten of Pentacles. You really are starting a new chapter here, Taurus, but it's hidden from you still. It's hidden from you still because you need to heal. And you're resistant of that. You're resistant of the idea of changing your perspective. It's almost like your emotions are more open than your mind is. Your mind has some rigidity here. There are certain like deal breakers that are still blocking you, maybe because some healing has to happen. It looks like there is a mental perspective that needs to be adopted, but in order to get there, you're going to need to get some distance from this situation. It's almost like you need to step back from it to look at it from a different perspective, because right now you could be bringing in your worries, right? You could be bringing in your worries. You could be sort of unintentionally manifesting your worst fears instead of manifesting what you're dreaming of. You could be manifesting what you're afraid of. So it's a matter here of changing your perception, Taurus, so that when you're busy thinking and daydreaming and manifesting, you're manifesting the things that your heart desires most, not the things your mind fears the most, right? There's a big difference there between what our heart desires and what our mind is telling us to be afraid of. And either way, the universe is listening, right? Either way, the universe is listening and is saying yes. So you got to be careful what you're putting out there, because either way, the universe is going to support you. So if you're sending out messages that say, I can't, I'm afraid, whatever, these sort of worrying messages, the universe is still listening. So it's important to clarify the intention here for you. That is the key thing here, is to clarify your intention. You are co-creating. Two of Cups to me is a card of co-creation. In respect to this reading, what I'm picking up on from the Two of Cups is that you are co-creating with the universe on something, and it is going to turn around. Anything that you perceived as loss, you will soon see as a blessing. You are starting to realize that things are turning around for you, Taurus. And I think it's really interesting because this card represents you as well, the Five of Pentacles and the King. We saw the King of Pentacles as well. So we've got 2 Taurus cards on the table saying, you know, keep this close to your chest right now. The Page of Swords is a time where you know something, you're discovering something, your perspective is shifting, but it's not time to talk about it yet because it might come across as unformulated, and then you might be subject to gossip and pettiness from others because you're talking about something that you haven't formulated yet. But I do see a big shift coming up for you here. There's the World card. You are wrapping up a cycle. Like I said, we've got the 9 of Wands, we've got the 9 of Cups, we've got the 9 of Swords. I mean, we've got the 10 of Wands. You're wrapping up a cycle here, and it's going to involve you aligning your energies and making a big decision about something, but you're going to have to be very reflective first. It's interesting. This seems to be the theme of the week for everyone. Last week, it seemed every sign needed to focus on healing, and this week it seems like every sign needs to take what they just healed from and reflect on it. And I don't think that you have yet, Taurus. I think that you're still working on it. But intuitively, you've already picked up on the fact that you're ending a cycle. I think something is really shifting here for you, Taurus. And if this is resonating for you, you'll know what area of your life is shifting. Could be career, could be... I mean, for me, I'm feeling like it's career. I feel like it's something inspired that you're very emotionally attached to. I'm not feeling like it's a relationship that's shifting. To me, it really feels like it's something that you do, something that you currently do that is not really serving you anymore like it used to. And you're going to shift. I think you're going to shift away from whatever this is into something else. And it's just that something else isn't clear to you yet. So take the time. Take the time and reflect on it. Don't be too hasty, right? Don't be too hasty in making a direction shift. Don't be too crazy in creating that movement. Don't be too hasty, not crazy. Don't be too hasty in creating movement just yet. Stick into that reflection. Right? Don't avoid, don't procrastinate. Really use your time to reflect on how you would like to proceed. What is your greatest wish fulfillment right now, Taurus? You know what I mean? I think that's where this reading is guiding you, is to be more reflective and less likely to worry and make a decision based on fear. Okay, because that's not going to serve you for sure. You need to think about the I can statements and start to daydream about what could go right instead of daydreaming about what could go wrong. Because like I said, either way, the universe is listening and it's going to support you. So you want to make sure that the universe is supporting you towards what your intention is, right? Okay, let's get an oracle message for Taurus. Thank you. Courage. 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 Yeah. Courage to battle this lion. Courage to be introspective. Courage to make a direction change and align your energies. Courage to face the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. You know, lots of really resonating messages with this for you, Taurus. This is a time to be courageous and a time to really feel like you're supported either way. So whatever it is that you decide you want to bring in or attract, you're supported either way. So it may as well be this. It may as well be the thing that really inspires you. It may as well be your biggest wish, right? Why not? Why not? Why not that instead of this 9 of Swords? Why not the 9 of Cups instead of the 9 of Swords, right? Is this a question of worthiness? Is this a question of, I feel like it's more a question of uncertainty. I feel like Taurus hasn't asked themselves what their 9 of Cups is in a long time. And it's time to do that. I think you've been focusing on the 9 of Swords too long. I think it's time to focus on what is your 9 of Cups? What is your greatest emotional wish that if it was fulfilled, you would feel so content? What is that for you, Taurus? I think that's the question to ask yourself and to daydream on. Not so much what is your greatest fear, right? Because then the universe is gonna It's going to end up sending you experiences that reinforce that fear instead of experiences that reinforce your greatest wish, because we live in a reflective universe, and that's just how it works. Like attracts like. Energy goes with the energy that it's aligned to, right? Wherever you're aligned, that's where you're going to flow. That's where you're going to be. So be courageous to keep this open emotional heart, this emotional state of openness where you feel like you're transforming, but have your mind and your core beliefs centered around what you can achieve rather than what you can't achieve, Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. This has gone a bit longer than the other readings. Okay, so if this has resonated for you, Taurus, and you would like a personal reading, my email is in the description below. And as always, thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and watching. And we'll see you again very soon for another reading. Sending you lots of love and light, my friends.